class, I am going to start with the another question which is asked in previous board exam of chapter biotechnology principle and processes, and the question is asking about name the bacteria that yield thermostable DNA polymerase. So we have already known that in the biotechnology, the thermostable or in the PCR polymerase chain reaction, in which the amplification of DNA continued or continuous amplification of DNA done by the PCR process, that is polymerase chain reactions. By the PCR process there are three steps, that denaturation, annealing and formation and synthesis phase. So during the whole process there is a formation of DNA molecule or amplification of particular segments of DNA molecule takes place in the PCR chain reaction, polymerase chain reaction. During the denaturation, because denaturation is done by or done during providing the high temperature to the DNA molecule, so that the hydrogen bond which is present in between the nitrogenous bases breakdown, or after the breakdown of the hydrogen bonds in between the two polynucleotide chain or in between the two nitrogenous bases, after the breakdown of these nucleotide hydrogen bond of these two nucleotide, the two nucleotide become separated with each other, and thus the formation of two separate strands takes place by the PCR. But if we use the human DNA polymerase, because human DNA polymerase are temperature specific, or they do synthesis process in the human body at the temperature of 37 degrees centigrade, or if we talk about the Fahrenheit 96.8 degrees centigrade temperature. So 96.8 फ़ारेनहाइट पे टेम्परेचर पे वर्क करते हैं, और 37 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड इन इफ़ वी टॉक अबाउट द टेम्परेचर इन द सेंटीग्रेड, तो 37 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे वर्क करेंगे द ह्यूमन DNA polymerase. But during the whole process of polymerase chain reaction, there is need to the function of enzyme function at the temperature of high temperature. If we use human DNA polymerase, that human DNA polymerase become degenerate or lost their activity or lost their function at high temperature. The high temperature is need for the breaking down of the hydrogen bond which is present in between the two polynucleotide chain. So there is need of the DNA polymerase, specific type of DNA polymerase which work under the high temperature, can able to break hydrogen bond or can able to synthesize the polynucleotide chain in high temperature. So these DNA polymerase are isolated from the thermostable bacteria, which is generally the habitat of these bacteria during the high. They can survive under the high temperature, or this bacteria is known as Thermus aquaticus. The Thermus aquaticus have ability to synthesize or do their metabolic activity at high temperature. So they can survive at high temperature above 90 degrees centigrade. They can survive above to the 90 degrees centigrade. So the DNA and the enzyme which are responsible for the different metabolic activities done in the bacteria Thermus aquaticus, also the thermostable, so they can perform their function at high temperature. So there is need to isolate that bacterial DNA polymerase from the bacteria and using the PCR. So the scientists thought that if we isolate that DNA polymerase from the bacteria, because bacteria is stable in the already stable in the high temperature, so their DNA polymerase is also stable in the high temperature. So यहाँ पे work करेंगे, the only we have have to write the name of thermostable bacteria from which the thermostable DNA were isolated. So लेकिन और sorry was I so here is the name of bacteria. Answer is thermo aquaticus. Thermus aquaticus. Thermus aquaticus. Thermus aquaticus bacteria. Only these are the bacteria which survive under the high temperature. So the if we isolate different enzyme, except अगर हम DNA polymerase की बात ना करें, तभी the enzymes because they are able to survive at high temperature. So जितने भी enzymes present in the cell of Thermus aquaticus, though all these enzymes can have ability to work under the high temperature. So if we isolate the DNA polymerase from these bacteria, the DNA polymerase is also can work under the high temperature. So these bacterial DNA or DNA thermostable DNA polymerase used in the PCR. So there is no need to write the use because only they are asking about 1 marks answer, asking about the bacterial name which have the thermostable DNA polymerase. So next question discuss करते हैं. Now the second question is asking about describe the various steps involved in recombinant DNA technology with the help of अवेलेबल डायग्राम. सो हमें इस क्वेश्चन में डिस्क्राइब करना है रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए टेक्नोलॉजी को विद द हेल्प ऑफ सुटेबल डायग्राम. विद द हेल्प ऑफ डायग्राम इन द डीएनए टेक्नोलॉजी देयर आर वेरियस स्टेप्स इन्वॉल्व इन द formation of recombinant DNA. The recombinant DNA as we recombination that means ki combination of two different genome or two different genome of two different species or organism also. So the recombinant DNA technology will start with the isolation of desired gene. Isolation of desired gene or isolation of DNA. So जीन दैट मीन्स कि हम यहाँ पे सिर्फ डीएनए की बात कर रहे हैं. हम पर्टिकुलर किसी भी जीन को आइसोलेट किसी एक सिंगल जीन को आइसोलेट नहीं करेंगे. किसी ग्रुप ऑफ बिकॉज ग्रुप ऑफ जीन आर इन्वॉल्व इन द सिंथेसिस ऑफ प्रोटीन और डिजायर्ड प्रोडक्ट. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नीड टू आइसोलेट द डिजायर्ड डीएनए फ्रॉम द वेदर वो ह्यूमन हो या प्लांट, कोई भी हमें डिजायर्ड है तो उसे हम आइसोलेट करेंगे. देन the second is polymerase chain reaction amplification. That is second is amplification. The amplification process. And the third isolation of desired gene. Isolation of desired gene. Second is amplification process by the PCR polymerase chain reaction. Then introduction या इसी को बोला ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ DNA into bacteria. That is E. coli. E. coli बैक्टीरिया में इंट्रोडक्शन होगा. Now introduction of and transformation of DNA into bacteria. Now the bacteria become transformants and they after the introduction process the cloning of desired gene. Cloning of desired DNA. So these are the steps involved in the polymerase chain reaction. Now isolation of desired DNA done by the different method, by the centrifugation process. After the centrifugation process, there is isolation of different biomolecules, that is DNA, RNA, and protein. All are isolated from the DNA. So first of all, we need to isolate that desired gene. Then use of restriction enzyme. The isolation of desired gene is done by the treatment of different enzymes on the cells, different type of cells. If we need to isolate the fungal DNA, then we treat the fungal cell to the chitinase enzyme. So use of chitinase enzyme. Chitinase enzyme on the fungi. Second is chitinase enzyme used on the fungi. Then second one is lysozyme. Here is lysozyme used on bacterial cell. If we need to isolate the bacterial DNA, then we treat these bacteria to the lysozyme, so that the cell wall, or because cell wall is formed by the lipid and proteins, as we know already, the fungal cell wall is formed by the chitin. So the treatment of fungal cell by chitinase enzyme, the treatment of bacterial cell with the lysozyme, bacterial cell with lysozyme, because the lysozyme help in the breakdown of peptidoglycan, the peptidoglycan form the bacterial cell, and the peptidoglycan is degenerated by the lysozyme. And the third is cellulase for plant cell. The cellulase enzyme is responsible for the breakdown of plant cell. प्लांट सेल को डीजनरेट करेंगे सेलुलोज एंजाइम के थ्रू. Now these are the some important enzymes from which we need to isolate that design. Now in the medium, all the cell wall, because cell wall surrounds the genetic material in the cell wall degenerated, or cell membrane is degenerated by the treatment of these three enzymes. If the fungal cell wall is formed by the chitin, and chitinase help in the breakdown of or remove the chitin cell wall, or lysozyme remove the bacterial cell wall, and the cellulase enzyme remove the plant cell wall. Now the DNA and other biomolecules, for example DNA, protein and RNA, all together isolate from the cell. Now the DNA, if we need to degenerate, हमें सिर्फ DNA चाहिए, तो with the treatment of ethanol we use certain chemicals, for example protease for degeneration of protein. Now RNA degenerated by the RNase enzyme. Now the separate DNA हमें मिल जाएगा. We obtain the DNA molecule, and now DNA, the medium treated with the ethanol, finally ethanol, तो हमें एक क्लस्टर मिल जाएगा DNA के. ना अब मीडियम में हमें DNA मिल गया है. अब हम बारी आएगी हमें इससे जो भी यहाँ पे DNA, फॉर एग्जांपल हमें मीडियम में हियर इज द DNA molecule from the any cell. Now there is need to isolate the desired DNA or desired gene from the whole DNA. We need to treat these DNA molecule by a specific restriction endonuclease enzyme, that is in case of E. coli, EcoR first restriction enzyme used तो endonuclease enzyme which cut the DNA molecule desired gene at a specific site of DNA from which we isolate the specific fragment of DNA from the whole DNA molecule. So now the DNA treat with the in isolation of DNA, the second process to cut the desired DNA from the whole DNA molecule. So here is a genome फ्रॉम सबसे पहले हमने डिफरेंट एंजाइम के ट्रीटमेंट के थ्रू RNAs और प्रोटीज एंजाइम के थ्रू हमने DNA सेपरेट कर लिया है. नाउ वी हैव द DNA मॉलिक्यूल बट द होल DNA इज नॉट required for the DNA recombinant technology. We need only few segments of DNA which we need to form product. सिर्फ हमें वही पर्टिकुलर DNA चाहिए, हमें पूरे DNA की जरूरत नहीं है. तो देन वी यूज द एंडोन्यूक्लियस एंजाइम. Endonuclease enzyme cut the specific site on DNA. For example, in case of ECO are first cut the DNA at a in between the GA bond, that is phosphodiester bond present in between the guanosine and adenine. So they cut the DNA molecule in between the guanosine or adenine. So endonuclease enzyme cut the specific site on DNA for they use as a molecular scissor. मॉलिक्यूलर सीजर की तरह इसे यूज किया जाता है. मॉलिक्यूलर सीजर जहां पे ये कट करते हैं स्पेसिफिक साइट पर सीजर्स. नाउ नेक्स्ट फंक्शन ऑफ द सेम एंडोन्यूक्लियस एंजाइम यूज फॉर द कटिंग ऑफ वेक्टर DNA. दिस इज द वेक्टर DNA that is plasmid of E. coli. Now they cut the DNA molecule at a specific site. और सेम एंडोन्यूक्लियस एंजाइम यूज बिकॉज द अगर सेम जगह पे कट होगा तभी लाइगेशन करने में इजी हो सकता है, अदरवाइज वहाँ पे लाइगेशन प्रोसेस नहीं हो सकती अगर वो सेम जगह पे कट नहीं हो तो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एंडोन्यूक्लियस कट द GA पॉइंट इन बिटवीन द GA बॉन्ड. They break down the GA phosphodiester bond present in between the guanosine or adenine. Then segment. Then the EcoR first. Also, this EcoR first is also used for the plasmid for cutting the phosphodiester bond present in between the guanosine or adenine. So that one फिर से annealing के through your desired segment now is easy for annealing process. Now in the second step सबसे पहले इसे आइसोलेट करने से पहले देर इज नीड टू एम्प्लीफिकेशन बिकॉज अभी हैव ओनली फ्यू मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ DNA, फ्यू मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ फ्रेगमेंट्स और फ्यू हमारे पास सिर्फ. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हमने सेल को डीजनरेट किया है, देर आर लॉट ऑफ सेल्स और हमें सिर्फ मे बी हमने एक स्मॉल सेगमेंट्स हमने एक स्मॉल कल्चरल मीडियम में लिया है, स्मॉल ऑर्गेनिज्म लिया है, फ्यू सेल्स लिए हैं फॉर एग्जांपल. सो हमें फ्यू ही सेगमेंट्स यहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल हमने 100 सेल्स ली हैं तो 100 सेल्स में सेम प्रोसेस होगा, सेम प्रोसेस में हमें 100 डिजायर्ड जीन हमें मिलेंगे. बट द 100 डिजायर्ड जीन आर नॉट सफिशिएंट फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ फॉर एग्जांपल इन केस ऑफ इंसुलिन मिलियन टाइम द डिजायर्ड जीन कॉपीड बाय द PCR polymerase chain reaction. Here is the PCR by the amplification process. Here is PCR polymerase chain reaction. After the polymerase chain reaction, there is a formation of multiple copies of the desired gene. Multiple copies हमें मिल जाएगी. Now the when we form the multiple copies of desired gene, because there is no need to describe the PCR polymerase chain reaction. They are because अगर हम PCR भी इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे तो क्योंकि आंसर बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा, सो इस क्वेश्चन में सिर्फ हमें स्टेप्स बताने हैं कि कौन से स्टेप्स यूज होंगे. तो बाय द एम्प्लीफिकेशन प्रोसेस the multiple copies of desired gene form multiple copies of desired DNA form. So multiple copies of desired DNA formed by the PCR polymerase chain reaction. Now here is our desired DNA. Now here is desired DNA. Then the time for the introduction of these desired DNA into the plasmid. E. coli bacteria by the use of selectable markers, because the use of selectable markers is required for the development of only transformants. Those who are non-transformants become died under the different use of different antibiotics. सो डिफरेंट जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेंट्स हैं उन्हें वो डाइड हो जाते हैं बिकॉज हमने जो सेलेक्टेबल मार्कर्स यूज किए हैं. ड्यू टू द यूज ऑफ सेलेक्टेबल मार्कर देयर इज creation difference created in between the transformants and non-transformants. So the third process is introduction of the isolate the desired gene or desired DNA by the use of EcoR first. और here is already formation of EcoR first. So एक systematic, here is desired gene or DNA. Now we also have the plasmid. So because we use the same restriction enzyme endonuclease for the genome, for the cutting or as a molecular scissor for this plasmid. Now then this is the time to introduce or introduction of desired DNA into the plasmid. There is need to use of different method, that is by the ballistic guns or by the treatment into the chilled condition, then hot condition. So different use of temperature, then second is use of ballistic guns, also used for introduction of the desired gene into the E. coli. So this is the process, and when we introduce the desired gene into the E. coli, the whole need for ligation process, the whole process is need to ligation process, undergoes in ligation process. By the ligation process, now with the help of enzyme ligase of DNA ligase, there is addition of the particular genome into the plasmid of E. coli. Now this plasmid is also known as vector. Now when the desired gene introduced into the DNA, introduced into the bacterial DNA or plasmid or vector, now these vector finally introduced into the E. coli. Here is desired gene E. coli. Now thus E. coli is known as transformant because now there is introduction of these desired gene near the origin of replication, so that by the replication process, there is a copy formation occur in the E. coli bacteria, and this is known as transformants. And there is also need to introduce the different antibiotic resistance genes. Antibiotic resistance gene. Antibiotic resistance gene. Now these antibiotic resistance, after the introduction of antibiotic resistance gene, these bacteria are able to survive in the different antibiotics, or use of different antibiotics or selectable, because these are antibiotic resistance gene, and antibiotic resistance gene are actually a selectable markers, function as a selectable markers. Selectable markers. These selectable markers are used for differentiating between the non-transformants and transformants. So these are the main function of these. Now after when there is introduction of desired gene selectable marker near the origin of replication, and there is the next process is cloning. Cloning is the simple method in which the bacterial DNA undergoes in replication process for the cell division, for the multiplication division. So after the multiplication division, there is two copy form from these bacteria, two copy of genome formed by these bacteria, or finally the two cells formed by two daughter bacteria formed by the E. coli, and this process is known as cloning. After the cloning, there is also cloning. The whole process undergoes in protein synthesis, and there is after the protein synthesis, the formation the desired product formed by the desired gene, because DNA undergoes in protein synthesis, transcription, translation process. After the transcription process, from the DNA RNA will be formed. After the translation process, from DNA protein will be formed. The protein is as a hormone भी हो सकते हैं और as a enzyme भी हो सकते हैं. In case of hormones, for example, insulin hormone is prepared by this method, by the E. coli bacteria. The hormone is human insulin. Human insulin will be prepared by the bacteria from the E. coli bacteria. So bacteria are able to synthesize the human genome or human protein because of introduction of human gene into the bacteria by the recombinant DNA technology. Now whole process systematic way. Isolation process. By the isolation process, there is a isolation of desired DNA from the human genome. For example, this DNA, here is a DNA molecule which have the gene of interest, desired gene that is responsible for synthesis. These genes are able to synthesize the insulin hormone. So the insulin hormone synthesized from the particular this genome. So this genome is known as desired DNA or desired gene. Now here is also isolation of plasmid with the treatment of different enzyme. Treatment of, for example, in case of bacteria, the bacteria will be treated with the enzyme lysozyme, because lysozyme are able to break down the cell wall of bacteria is formed by the peptidoglycan, or the peptidoglycan. Now breakdown of peptidoglycan is carried out by the lysozyme. So when we treat, after the treatment of lysozyme, the plasmid will excreted from will isolate from the bacteria. The plasmid अब यहाँ पे present है. Now treatment of endonuclease enzyme, the inner segments or the side present in between the DNA or inner side of the DNA. So we need to treat the DNA through the enzyme is known as endonuclease enzyme. If we talk about the plasmids, so plasmid there is need of there is need to treat that plasmid with the endonuclease enzyme, because the plasmid is also circular plasmid. So the all segments which are present in between the different genome. So here is also the plasmid is also treated by the endonuclease enzyme. So there are two kind of nucleases, because why they are known as, because if we degenerate the RNA enzyme, so RNA should be used for the degeneration of enzyme. Now if we need to degenerate protein molecule, then there is need to treat the protein enzyme with the proteases, so that protein with the proteases enzyme, so that protein become degenerated. Now if we need to degenerate DNA molecule, so G and A nitrogenous bases, so they cut the DNA molecule at the site of G and A, or in between the G and A. Similarly, the endonuclease enzyme cut the DNA or plasmid in the G or A site. Now there is isolation of desired gene here, where that gene is responsible for the synthesis of insulin hormone. Here is also the plasmid. Now we also cut the plasmid at the specific sequence, for example like this specific sequence. Now use of ligases, that is, which are able to join the segment, are mainly responsible for the making of phosphodiester bond. They are able to form the phosphodiester bond in between the two, or in between the segments, two nucleotide. So they form the phosphodiester bond in the desired gene or plasmid. So here is annealing of desired gene and plasmid. Now discuss करते हैं. Then after यहाँ से here is desired DNA, or here is plasmid, and we ligate, we already use the ligases. We ligate the desired DNA into the plasmid. Then there is annealing of desired DNA. For example, here is plasmid and annealing of desired DNA near the origin of replication. So when we cut the DNA, there is need to they cut the DNA at a site of origin of ORI, or origin of replication. Here is origin of replication. They cut the DNA near the site of origin of replication. And there is also treatment of the DNA molecule to the selectable markers, so that they become the DNA of plasmid of E. coli bacteria converted into the antibiotic resistance. So the antibiotic resistant, to make the plasmid antibiotic resistant, there is need to use of selectable markers. So we introduce the selectable markers. Selectable markers, that is वो कोई भी हो सकता है, एम्पिसिलिन रेजिस्टेंस जीन या टेट्रासाइक्लिन रेजिस्टेंस जीन. So we because we know that these bacteria, these plasmid are ampicillin resistance gene. So when we culture the bacteria, after the introduction, सबसे पहले introduction कर लेते हैं. Here is origin of replication ORI, and we also use selectable markers for the survival of transformants. Now the plasmid introduced into the bacterial cell by the different method, use of ballistic guns, or use of the different temperature for the introduction of these, now origin C or selectable markers, these bacteria, or they undergoes in replication process, or after the replication process there is formation of two daughter E. coli by the, and so on, time to time, because they have ability to multiply within 20 minutes. So after हर 20 मिनट के बाद हर 20 मिनट के बाद क्या मल्टीप्लिकेशन डिवीजन हो रहा है, तो हर 20 मिनट के बाद इनका नंबर जस्ट डबल होता जाएगा. तो सिमिलरली हियर इज ऑल्सो transformants. Now these bacteria is known as transformants. These bacteria are known as transformants. Now here is the bacteria able to synthesize, अब now are able to synthesize the desired gene. हमें इस method के through भी desired gene copy मिल रही है, then desired product भी मिलेगा, because in the cell they transcribe the insulin hormone. After the translation and transcription, the desired protein form by the translation process through the bacteria. Now when we use because we need to grow only these transformant in the culturing medium. So cloning, here is cloning of the bacteria. We need to only grow the only transformants, so we need to use the ampicillin, because the bacterial genome or plasmid have the ampicillin resistant gene. Similarly, they are also, the daughter cells also have the ampicillin resistant gene. When we use the ampicillin antibiotic in the medium, so that dating or before cloning process, we need to understand how the selectable markers help in the differentiate in between the non-transformants and transformants. Because if we not use the antibiotic or not use the selectable markers, so that in the culturing medium, the topic discuss करेंगे